Chelsea candle?
Hi, Hollie.
Hi, Hollie.
We're here.
Oh, yay. We did it.
Yes, somehow we managed. Tech has been a nightmare all day. But we're here. That's all that matters. And we had a little bit of rain today. That was exciting.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone.
How's it going?
Hi,
We're
guys.
all here.
Burning candles,
Yeah, waving chickens, anything that works.
it works.
Oh, well, sadly, California is still burning, unfortunately.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's really,
Sorry.
we're having a very tough time here in Northern California still. The air quality is still poor. Fortunately, we haven't had any too close to the house, but they were surrounded. So,
Boy, we had it close here. It was terrible, but we've had some rainstorms. Today, it actually feels like fall. Like September hit, and it was chilly already today.
wow.
There was never any in-between space.
Right.
Well,
if you're consistent with your seasons, it's ready to go. Yeah, we're still summer, smoky, awful. So,
oh, sorry.
Sorry.
So,
Make you feel better, my pen cup?
yes,
There's another cup. Yeah,
I feel better. I feel better. Yay! The bottom two are vote Biden. I saw a long one that said that. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I gotta get.
I can't wait till I get my t-shirt. I found some good ones. This is what I realized I'm going to do. I found great ones on Etsy that I like to design. So that money will go to the artist, and then I'm just going to donate to the campaign in another way. Because I don't like their shirts. They're not.
I didn't love their shirts either, so I didn't buy one yet.
They're not great.
Yeah. There are some super great ones out there. So
there really are. There's some great artists coming up with some cool stuff.
So I've ordered some of the RGB masks. Have you seen some of the masks?
Yeah.
So those are coming, which I'm very, very excited about.
Did you see yesterday she officiated over a wedding?
I thought that was a joke. Was that real?
Yeah, I saw it on the news.
Oh my God. And she was so awesome. Above the thing. God bless that
heart. Bless that woman's heart.
I'm going to send her herbs and every longevity thing I can think of.
Yeah.
50 more days.
Yeah.
Well, when we're going lemon, we're not making lemonade, but we are going to make segue hummus with lemon.
Awesome. Awesome sauce.
Wonderful. I love hummus.
So if
I do.
You too. So it's one of those things that everybody buys and few people know how to make and how easy it is. One of the things that I love about it is there aren't any wrong combinations. It's a great coronakitchen kind of thing because you can just see what's in the refrigerator, what's in your garden. I found some garbanzo beans in the way back of my pantry today. So I was like, back. And then I found some artichoke hearts back there as well as I was rummaging. So we're going to use those. So this is a good pantry clean out, for that stuff that we all bought in March when we only thought this thing was going to be 3 weeks long.
Listen to you acting like that's the only time you stuffed your cabinet. Mine have been stuffed for my whole life.
That was when I started. That was the first time. It's been many times, but that was the very first time I bought for 3 weeks. Oh my God. God help us all. When I was like beating up old ladies to go to the checkout. Get out of my way.
You remember those days when people were hoarding toilet paper? It seems like a year
ago. Flour?
Yeah.
Flour? No one can get flour?
There is still little dried pasta and some other staples in the store. I was at Whole Foods and at Safeway the last 2 days, and they were low on both of those things. So I think people are still, my kids have been home for 3 weeks in school doing distance learning. God help us all. And so I've noticed it's all the snack foods and things, all that stuff. Just the aisles are clear again, because every 20 seconds, you'll probably see one of my children come in here and open the refrigerator, close the refrigerator, open the pantry. There's nothing to eat, Mom. Close the pantry. So anyway,
Ironically, the food costs have increased during this time because we're just cooking, baking. The kids are eating everything. I'm eating everything. I'm going to the pantry every 10 minutes.
Well, hummus is a great snack for kids.
Yes.
So I keep this in the fridge because they can dip. I made little trays. I'll show you when we're done, of cucumber and carrot and pita bread. But you can dunk anything in there that the kids will eat, or eat it, as long as they eat it, and it's great for them. It's very healthy. So it's
low calorie too, virtually no calories.
Right. So it's and like I said, it's a great empty your fridge pantry kind of ingredient. You just start thinking of things that you like. So when as I was emptying my fridge and pantry, we're going to do 2 today, because you could do 102, but I won't stay on for 3 days. So we're going to do 2. The first one we're going to do is sort of an Italian, of course, inspired, more classic Mediterranean. So we're going to do the artichoke hearts with a little basil, oregano, lemon, garlic. And then the second one we're going to do, I just made up because that's what I do sometimes. My husband loves beets. So I bought some beets at the farmer's market. So I thought, it'd be really pretty so I roasted them. You can see. Nice. With a little olive oil, cut them up and roasted them. And so we're going to put those in. So we're going to get a nice, hopefully, if this works, we'll get a nice purple flavor, color with the hummus. And it's the same ingredients, samey. You just add these in the process. And the Cuisinart does all the work. So it's just a matter of kind of timing and putting everything in. All right, so we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll start with hearts, because the beets are going to turn everything purple. So that way it won't, and I don't have time to rinse out my Cuisinart. I don't have the magic of television.
Yes.
It's okay. It's okay.
Magic of TV.
So you're going to start with 1 clove of garlic. And again, depending on your love of garlic and how many people eat this in your household, I use 1. Some people like 2. Some people can do 3. It's completely up to you.
Brianna likes 40.
She apparently does 40. So it's a personal choice. It's up to you. But do it because it's good for you too. Okay. So I like to pulse it first so you don't get any chunks, and just do a couple of am I not on?
Oh no.
Oh my God, it's happening again. Oh my God.
Why is this not working?
It's not working. The exact same thing happened.
This is what happened to me.
And both of us.
Let me check.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'll start asking the questions. Did you plug it in?
There we go. All right. So we're gonna blend. If we had an IT department, you could have edited out that later, but we don't.
Yeah, well.
Okay. So there's your garlic. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add the artichokes and herbs. So these are whole artichoke hearts.
Okay.
Crushed or whatever. Again, this is what I had in my pantry. So that's what's going in here. Try to drain most of the water.
Okay.
Which I already did.
Water, not the marinade.
You could do the marinade actually, but because you're going to add a little bit of olive oil at one point, but just if you do that, omit the olive oil later, because you won't. Yeah. Because then you get too greasy.
A lot of oil in those marinades.
Yeah. They really are.
Then they do a lot of herb flavorings in those too. As long as, again, it's up to you. You can do those. I would probably do less. So we're going to quickly pulse this. It worked. Then we're going to do the herbs. So in this one, I'm doing basil. And, all the herbs are flowering right now because the weather is telling them to go to seed, which is all that is. And they're all edible. Please eat your flowering herbs. They're delicious.
Yeah.
Dead head, you just chop them up and eat them. Don't compost them.
You know, I feel like when I used dill flour the other day, it was stronger tasting than regular.
It can. Well, where you live with that high altitude into the shorter growing season, your herbs definitely get more intense flavor. So you're going to want at least 2 or 3 tablespoons. I'm going to go heavier on the basil than I am on the oregano. Even though fresh oregano is not as pungent and the flowers aren't going to be as pungent as the leaves, I just want a hint of it.
Okay.
We'll do that next. A couple pulses. Get that
Yum.
going. Oh, it's starting to smell good.
I want to make some tonight.
Okay, next we're going to add the garbanzos or chickpeas. And as most of the people see these in salads, you can buy these dried. I find the best way to cook these, and for some reason I seem to never cook beans or rice correctly in a pot on the stove. So a friend of mine told me a few years ago to use a slow cooker, and it cooks them perfectly every time. You just cover them with about 1 inch of water, and you cook them on high for 3 to 4 hours. And you open it up, they're cooked, they're perfect. So do you rinse them in the same way that if you were going to cook them on the stove, you do all that stuff? I rinse them and make sure there aren't any, because if you buy them dried, sometimes in beans, you have to kind of make sure there aren't any little stones or any discoloration in them. But just give it a quick rinse and once over, and then you dump it in the slow cooker. It is the easiest thing.
I've never done that.
It was a revelation.
Do you salt them after? Do you salt them after?
Salt them after. Yeah. So I always love to buy all those beautiful beans in Santa Fe when I go visit. And I would come home and I would just torture them on the stove. I mean, I would cook them, they'd discolor, and then they dry, and too much water. And I don't know. I just can't, just didn't work. So somebody told me to do it on a slow cooker, and my legume, bean, chickpea life changed.
Okay.
So that's my advice to those out there that are bean and rice challenged, as I am. And I'm willing to admit that. Okay, so we're going to do 2 cups of the garbanzos. These were already canned, and they're cooked, so you don't have to cook these. But if you have the dry, which you may be stockpiling in your pantry, you can do that. Okay, so we're going to add 2 cups of the garbanzos, and then we're going to do next is a great ingredient, tahini. Tahini is a sesame seed kind of paste. This is a nice organic brand here. Now, one of the things that happens is that sesame seeds have a ton of oil in them, which is good. It's a healthy oil, but it separates. So just give it a gentle, I wanted to do this with you guys so that people see and you don't think something's wrong with it when you buy it. Other nuts, peanut butter and almonds sometimes do this, but sesame seed has a particularly high oil count or content, so it's important to just give it a stir and just kind of.
I usually get it at Trader Joe's. They have organic tahini there too.
Yeah,
but I love it. I make cookies with it, and I love tahini.
And it lasts forever in the refrigerator. And it is good. It is one of those, because it's a high oil content, it's probably good to store it in the fridge. That's where I keep my walnut oil and my peanut oil. Me too. They go rancid because then we get hot. It gets hot in the summer here, and sometimes things get hot. So we're going to do a half a cup of tahini, which I will, in fact, measure.
Rancid walnut oil is the name of my punk band.
Nice.
I like that.
And again, tahini has a strong flavor. So if you, but you have to have it in hummus. It just doesn't taste right. I think the first couple of times I started making it, I forgot it, or I thought, I don't need it. And it didn't taste right. It doesn't taste like hummus. So it's really important that you put it in there. Okay. So
how much did you put in?
We did a half a cup because we did 2 cups of chickpeas.
Okay.
So we're also going to do a half a cup of lemon. We're just going to use our squeezy. And this is going to help put some liquid in here and help it blend. You know,
I have to have lemon in my hummus. I cannot do it without lemon.
It really is essential. So I think 1 lemon. That's
and
about
salt.
it. And you know, I just so happen to know somebody that makes salt. So we're going to do. This is my lemon basil salt. So this is a variety of basil that has a nice bright lemon flavor. It's delicious. It's one of my favorite herbs to grow. So we're going to put in about a teaspoon of salt. Okay. And then we can also put in a little black pepper, which I'm going to grab.
Okay. I made that lemon basil. Well, people were yelling at me. It wasn't vinaigrette. I just call it a dressing, I guess. It was so good.
Is it yummy? I love it. Okay, so I think that is everything, right? So it is a bit of a kitchen sink, you know. And then depending on how you like it, I personally like mine a little more creamy, but you can do funky too. So I've done the artichokes and the herbs first so that because I like it creamier. If you don't, you can blend it all together and pulse it, but I'm actually going to run it. Okay. Now is when you get your oil. If it looks a little sticky, just drizzle a teaspoon, tablespoon of olive oil. That's going to help make it run faster. Pick up a little bit here.
I want some chips now.
Yum. Don't you just love chips and dip? I do.
Yes. Yes, it's a good snack.
Really good
So we're going to give this a bit of scrape the sides because sometimes these chunks do a quick taste here. Spoon. Oh, I love that. It's so good. It's still a little chunky for me. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil in it.
Circle, 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 circle.
That's a little bit.
That's a little.
And then we're going to add a little. Oh, the artichoke. Artichoke is a great ingredient to add.
Yep, I agree.
Really, you know what I love lately? I've been making it with Kalamata olives, and then I do a green chili one, and with jalapenos, hatch.
So many. I literally was just when I decided to do hummus, I came up there are 50 things you could do. So think of combinations of some of your favorite dishes. You know, things that somebody added to a piece of fish or a steak or some roasted vegetables. Those are all the ingredients that you can add, those same 3 or 4 ingredients. Be careful not to do too many. You don't want to have them compete flavors. Try to, this is sort of a lemon herb theme, with the artichokes, lemons go and basil goes with artichokes and oregano. So that it all kind of goes together. But that's it. That's it, people. All right.
That's it.
So we're going to put this in the bowl.
Pass it over, please.
Oh my God.
Steam it over. I want to eat some right now.
It's so funny. My neighbors know when I'm on Tuesdays, because sometimes I drop them off the extras if the kids don't eat everything that I make. So I had my neighbor's like, what are you making today? I'm like, I'll drop you off some hummus. All right. So we're going to put this just in a little bowl here. Now, again, this is a great snack because you can add, you can dip anything in here. Cucumbers, carrots, celery, crackers, anything you can think of. Okay.
Pita bread.
Yeah.
Pita chips.
So I just made a little tray.
Oh, nice.
And we've got our, I like to do the cucumbers in spears because remember, people are going to be dipping. And even though it's your family, we don't want any double dippers. And the carrots are fun. I did them on a little grate, so they're kind of like carrot chips. Nice. And the pita, you can just cut into triangles or chips. Again, whatever. So I'm going to take, this is the final hummus in the bowl. I'm going to take some of my Hollie's herbs de Moraga, my fancy olive oil. Did you hear that?
That was
pop.
Congratulations, steak though.
If only. That's next. Okay. So I'm going to drizzle a little bit of this on top. And a tiny bit more salt.
Good.
Good. We're in.
And as soon as I'm done with you people, I will be eating. Okay.
We're down with that.
That one's done. All right. Next, we're going to do the beets. I'm going to rinse this really quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. I love beets. I did not think of putting beets. I do love them.
I would never have thought to put beets in hummus ever, and it's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
I'm gonna try that.
Pretty when it's done too.
Okay. Let's see how fast. All right. So my husband's family, as you know, is Bulgarian. So they have a lot of dishes with beets in them. So he loves them. So I thought, well, let's do an ode to them.
Have you done it before, or is this a Coronakitchen first?
This is a Coronakitchen first. You heard it live right here. So we're gonna do. So I thought about what do we like with beets, and you think of the rustica salata, which is a dish that they make, a lot of Eastern Europeans make, and it has dill and parsley and onion. So we're gonna do a riff on that. So I just went in my garden, and all the dill is really flowering now. I mean, dill's really a spring herb. So this time of year, it's just going to seed. So this is when I'm doing a lot of seed collecting. But I still have some of these beautiful little flowers. And the pollen is the most delicious thing. It's so good. It's like the fennel's great with that too. So the parsley is going to make it add a little peppery spice. And the dill's going to bring out the flavor in the beet. So the Hollie's Homegrown, I'm using my Rancho Moraga, which is dill, chive, and parsley. So this is vegan stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything goes. So instead of garlic with this one, I'm going to do chives because I want to keep the onion kind of theme. And I think the onion's going to be a little better with the beet because I think the garlic's going to be too strong.
Well, you already have a garlic one, so you're really going to have distinctly different flavors. That'll be nice. That's good.
So we're gonna chop up the onions again, just like the garlic first, just to get them really beat. So you don't want to eat a big chunk of that. Okay, so that's 2 seconds. Okay, next we're gonna add the beets.
Yay, beets! And so you roasted those with just olive oil and salt, or
olive oil and a little bit of salt, and they were so beautiful. They had these white stripes in the middle. I
love beets.
They're so gorgeous when you open them too.
Roasted beets are so good. How many would you say?
This was 2 beets.
Okay.
Okay. And they were kind of big. So again, it just depends on what that onion, but it's
now she's gonna cry.
Hollie.
So let's pulse these beets a little bit and make sure you want it, soft enough so that they're gonna. There we go. Okay.
Okay, I just eat that now.
I mean, seriously, you can. And again, from here you can go to a lot of directions, like the eggs, the hard-boiled eggs. You can add this to your salad. I mean, there's lots of things you do. Okay,
you're almost done with dinner right now.
I love Tuesdays. I love Tuesdays. Okay, so we're now gonna add our chickpeas. Oh wait, we're gonna do our herbs too, but we can do these all together. So we're gonna do 2 cups, just like this, just like we did the other one. So it's the same base recipe, but you can add what you like. Okay, so we're gonna add the dill flowers.
Are you gonna add the tahini to that?
We are. I'm gonna add a little tahini because again, it won't taste hummusy. It won't taste right.
Okay.
Okay, without a little tahini.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut back on it a little bit. Okay, so this is our lovely dill. I'm gonna put that in there, and we're gonna put the parsley.
Oh, yum.
That's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
It's like borscht hummus.
There's no sour cream yet, but I guess you could add it.
You can add it on top. You can add it on top. Okay, so
oh my God, you could have it with latkes. That would be so
good. It would be good on top of those. I do like a zucchini latke. Okay, so we're also going to do a quarter of a cup instead of a half a cup of it.
Okay. All right.
Let's do a lemon juice
I think
we're going to
should do zucchini latkes.
Yeah, I grate that in there. It's good.
Fried zucchini patties. Yum.
Okay, so we're gonna add our lemon. Same thing as we did before. Because again, you really need the lemon juice. It really does.
Right. It brightens it up.
Yeah.
And that acid with it, it's just it's delicious. Yeah.
Okay, that's the lemon. Now we're gonna add the Hollie's salt. This is the Rancho Moraga. Again, this is.
Okay, so tell us again what's in that.
This is dill, chive, and parsley.
Okay.
So it's all this is inspired by sort of a ranch dressing. Let's do a quick twist of pepper. Okay, now we're gonna blend. And while we're blending, we'll add a little olive oil.
It's a beautiful color from here.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oil comes up very slowly. It's got a little thing on the top. We put a bit of
oil.
Okay, here we go. Now it's done. See how it sticks around the side? It's sticking around the side. Add the oil.
Okay. That looks gorgeous.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah. That would make a good spread on a sandwich or.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're snack right now. I see them in the back.
They're hovering.
Who is that?
The vultures are circling. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna just get the scrape the sides real quick here because we don't have a lot of couple little beets and onions. I'm gonna taste it just to see if it's
salty enough.
Good.
Well, that's good. Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's interesting. Okay, so let's keep. I like it creamy, so we're gonna do a little more cream, a little more pulsing. It's the dill. The dill makes it.
I love dill.
Ooh la la. Okay, voila.
Dip something in there, girl.
I know. I'm trying to get full of tahini, but we're gonna do a carrot.
Get a bystander. Get Bella to do a blind taste test.
I think she's trying to go.
Taste it.
Try some, Bella.
Give us your critique.
This is the beet one. The nice thing is the beets are roasted. So it kind of has that roasted beet sweetness flavor to it.
Well, Bella, do you like it?
Bella approved.
All right. Thumbs up.
Look at these. All right. Oh, that's yummy. It's different, but you gotta roast those beets. If you just boil them, I don't think it'd be good. You can also put a little onion in there too when you're roasting the beets. That caramelized.
Yeah. Bella approved.
So let's. Did you try the artichoke? It's really good.
It gets the stamp of approval.
She gave the Bella stamp.
Right, the color on this is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
That would be great for our dinner party.
Yeah.
I wish we had. We can't eat this with our masks on, but we can 6 feet apart.
Yes.
Outside.
Can I go now?
You can go now.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
It really is. Wait till you see the pictures. And there's little green flecks too from the parsley. So this is the color, so everybody can really see it.
Wow.
Oh, so
Isn't that
pretty.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the same thing and drizzle a little. I don't know if I can get that. Oh, yeah. We're going to get a little bit of the Hollie's herbs de Provence, herbs de Moraga. We'll do a little bit of salt.
Yay.
Need salt? Call hollieshomegrown.com.
That's right.
All right. And there we go. See how pretty?
Yeah.
Beautiful. We've got a nice platter. We'll clean up the side there.
Oh my God.
And then it's ready.
Fabulous.
Wow.
Bravo.
Well done.
So me and my imaginary friends will be eating this tonight.
Fabulous.
There you go. That's it.
You did it.
Thank you.
That's
If
how
you
much
want to
people.
support us, you can buy us a cuppa at coffee. I'm just reminding you.
Yay, please do.
That's the best way to support us right now.
We have some really exciting news. Debriana and I are going to be doing monthly mid-month cook-alongs. And we
Yay!
hope that everybody will join. There will be more information on this in the coming days.
Yep.
It's going to be super fun, and we hope we can get like 50 or 100 people. It'll be so great.
And you can meet your fellow Corona Kitchen people in person, not just.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're gonna figure out a menu, give you guys the ingredient list, and we'll all cook together and then munch together.
Yeah, we can hang out. It'll be on Zoom. You know. Yeah. The way it works. The way of the world now.
Yep. And tomorrow we have a very special guest who's also named Hollie coming on the show tomorrow.
It's the best name.
She's amazing. She actually sued Trump and won.
Oh my God.
I love her already.
I know. She's fabulous. I can't wait. And she's got some great stuff to tell us, and she's going to be making sourdough tomorrow. So come on over.
That'll be fun.
Which you can also dip in hummus.
Which you can dip in the hummus.
You can dip in the hummus. And then Friday, we're having Louie's Wine Corner. It's going to be great. I don't know what he's talking about yet, but it's going to be
No one ever knows.
There's a lot to choose from. So there's
there's something for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So thank you very much, Hollie. That was awesome.
Thank you guys. That's fun.
we always
That was Stella.
learn from you.
Yeah. Who would have thunk it? Hummus. Awesome.
Hummus.
Homemade hummus. Purple, homemade hummus, Hollie's Homegrown. All H's.
Yep. Thank you. Everybody have a great night.
Bye. Be safe.
Manje.